the entrance hymn, all people that on earth do dwell, sing to the Lord with cheerful voice. Serve him with fear, his praise forth tell. Come ye before him and rejoice. The bishops are now coming up to the main altar. They will pause, kiss the altar, and move on to the presidential chairs. Monsignor Bernard Devlin now kissing the altar. Cardinal Winning and His Eminence Cardinal Joseph Tomko blessing the congregation as it goes around the altar. It will now come up to the main altar and put incense into the thurible, and the altar will be incensed.
12,138 Gibraltarians had voted to remain British. 44 voted in favour of Spain.
The scenes of excitement, joy, pride and nervous tension were repeated outside the John Mackintosh Hall and in homes throughout Gibraltar. The Rock was celebrating. For the first time, Gibraltarians had been allowed to vote and decide their future.
Spain has only been cast 44 votes in favour of Spain. The crowds here are mad with joy. All hands are up in the sign of the Winston Churchill salute. B for victory. Esta es una cena digna de Gibraltar, digna de este Gibraltar que ha esperado pacientemente para conocer el resultado de su referéndum y ya lo tiene. 44 personas solamente han votado por España. Tonight is our biggest night in Gibraltar since 263.
The 1967 referendum has gone down in local history books as one of the most important days lived in Gibraltar. We had to make a choice. We had to decide whether we wanted to remain British or be Spanish. The question for the referendum was widely discussed at the time. Eventually it was decided to give Gibraltarians a choice of two. Choice A was to vote in favour of Spanish sovereignty and accept the Castilla proposals.
A. To pass under Spanish sovereignty in accordance with the terms proposed by the Spanish government to Her Majesty's government on 18th of May 1966.
The B choice was to remain British.
B. Voluntarily retain their links with Britain with democratic local institutions and with the United Kingdom retaining its present responsibilities.
The British government informed Spain of its intention to hold the referendum 3 months in advance. On the 14th June 1967, the Foreign Office delivered a memorandum to the Spanish Embassy in London. The memo said that if the majority of the people of Gibraltar voted in favour of Spain, Britain was prepared to enter negotiations.
The memorandum was drafted by Judith Hart, the then Minister of State for Commonwealth Affairs. She visited Gibraltar in May 1967, at a time when Spain announced they were imposing an air ban on all flights over the Campo area. In an interview with Radio Gibraltar, she promised Britain's support, insisted that they would do what was best for Gibraltar, and hinted that a major development was round the corner.
We do what is right in the interests of the people of Gibraltar, which, remember, is one of the phrases that was included in the United Nations resolution at the General Assembly. Now, what is right in the interests of the people of Gibraltar may conflict with the ideologies of some people in some parts of the world, but that does not mean that the British government is going to regard other people's ideologies as more important than what is right for Britain and Gibraltar.
July opened with the sad news of the passing away of Sir Joshua Hassan at the age of 81. Sir Joshua was Gibraltar's first Chief Minister in 1964, and, except for one term as Leader of the Opposition between 1969 and 1972, he was Chief Minister continuously until 1988, when he retired from public office. He played a prominent role in the repatriation of many Gibraltarians after the Second World War, and helped form the ROC's first political party, the AACR, in 1942. He was knighted in 1963. Sir Joshua represented Gibraltar at the United Nations in the 1960s and was at the forefront of the negotiations leading up to the removal of Spain's restrictions against the ROC following the signing of the Brussels Agreement in 1984. In 1996, he was granted the freedom of the city in recognition of his enormous contribution in bringing about self-government for Gibraltar and for his lifetime's dedication and commitment to the interests of the ROC and its people. The Governor, the Chief Minister and the Leader of the Opposition led the tributes.
He is a most distinguished man. I remember when I first became a Member of Parliament, which was back in the 1970s, his was a name that I immediately associated with Gibraltar, even though I had never been to Gibraltar. Throughout the 80s, when I was privileged to be a minister in the Foreign Office, the name Sir Joshua Hassan was a powerful name, which other ministers, including the Foreign Secretary, the Prime Minister, would often talk about in the context of Gibraltar.
Well, I think Gibraltar has lost today its biggest ever elder statesman. I think if you examine Gibraltar's political history in respect of all the issues which are today things that we attach importance to, Sir Joshua has had a leading instrumental role to play in all of it.
I think a job that he started doing, for which we have to be eternally grateful for the contribution that he made, still needs completion. And it's a sad day for our people because he was an important Gibraltarian who led that fight for recognition.
Good morning and welcome to the Royal Gibraltar Regiment 70th Anniversary Parade from Casemates Square. I'm Frankie Hatton, and with me in the commentary box this morning is Major John Ritchie. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Frankie. It's just the right day for this parade here at Casemates Square. It's slight breeze, it's fairly cool, the sun's out but occasionally get by the clouds, and its troops are now just coming onto the square. The markers, which are from 2-1 Gibraltar Battery, air assault battery from the Royal Artillery, who are providing the markers for this parade. These are the ones you see coming on now. Regiment is obviously has an alliance with the Royal Artillery and hence this connection.
The sun is looking beautiful on Casemates this morning. Plenty of spectators as well, which is just a brilliant event for the Royal Gibraltar Regiment.
Markers play an important part in the parade. They're placed on either side of the dais and at positions which guides the guard commanders as they come round where to turn their guards and when to give their eyes right and eyes front.
Yeah, as we'll see later on in the parade, the Casemates Square, the shape of the square plays a significant part really in the whole way the march and the parade is done.
Yes, that's right, Frankie. It's not a very big area, and the regiment is providing 4 guards, and of course there is also 100 men from the Royal Gibraltar Regiment Association, veterans, past members of the regiment who are coming on, and together with the band it does not leave a lot of space. So it'll be interesting later to watch as they manoeuvre to come round and march past the dais. The manoeuvres have to be done.
Just entering now from Lamport Tunnel is the band.
Point of interest about the regimental band is and the corps drums is that all the members are TA members. There are no regulars in here, so it means a great deal of rehearsal time, extra hours to get onto a parade like this. but they're good lads. They turn up despite their work to most functions, of which in Gibraltar, as we well know, there are loads.
You say lads, but lads and lassies as well.
Absolutely. There are 4 girls, I believe, in the band. And we'll try and pick them up as they come round. A couple of them are a little bit smaller than the boys, so it's difficult to see them.
Yeah, good point. Just a question on the band there. You mentioned the corps of drums and the band. They're separate entities, I take it.
Yes, they are. The bandmaster basically looks after the band, and there is a drum major. Corps drums consist of corps, bugles and fifes. They were started, in fact, before the band, and they were the brainchild of one of the past commanding officers, deceased, unfortunately, Lieutenant Colonel Ferrari.
And now we see the 4 guards marching onto the square, including the colours there. You can see quite covered up at the moment.
Yes, the colours are cased at the moment, and as the parade progresses, they'll be uncased, and they play a pivotal part in this parade because they were taken away from the regiment recently to be re-embroidered with the royal title, which came about a year after these colours were presented. Number 1 and 2 guards have now formed up. Number 3 is just halting, and coming up is number 4 guard, which is the TA guard. The Regimental Sergeant Major W1 Fitzgerald, who is being commissioned in June this year. So he has just a few months to do as RSM. An essential part of the start of any parade, the dressing, as the troops come marching in and they stop at their position. The markers stop at the right position, but the troops then have to be dressed off, covered off front to rear and from the right to get in line.
Yeah, so they all look nice and in line and smart, and it's all about precision.
February saw a change of governor. Sir Hugo White cut short his stay after just over a year in post due to Lady White's failing health. His departure brought to an end, at least for now, the long tradition of military governors for Gibraltar. Sir Hugo was aware of the unease with which Gibraltar awaited his civilian successor, and he sought to reassure everyone they had nothing to fear. Sir Richard Luce took up the same theme in his first speech as Gibraltar's new governor on the 24th of February at his swearing-in ceremony in the House of Assembly.
My appointment signifies no change whatsoever in the policy and commitment of Her Majesty's government towards Gibraltar. Secondly, as Sir Hugo White said in his Christmas broadcast, there is no hidden agenda. Thirdly, the preamble to the 1969 Constitution gives the people of Gibraltar the clearest possible commitment. Her Majesty's government will not enter into arrangements under which the people of Gibraltar would pass under the sovereignty of another state against their freely and democratically expressed wishes. This is a fundamental safeguard for the people of Gibraltar.
And to emphasize the continuity his appointment represented, Sir Richard and Lady Luce kept with recent established tradition by declining the option of being chauffeur-driven to the convent, walking there instead, mingling along the way with the crowds of onlookers and well-wishers.
Last year saw the start of the demolition and restoration of the King's Bastion area in order to make way for a leisure centre on the rock. The area, which was in need of restoration, will now house a leisure complex which will contain various entertainment and leisure facilities. With the bastion restoration and demolition works now almost complete, construction works on the leisure centre itself are expected to start soon. The picture is now starting to become clear. According to an artist's impression, the ground floor will contain a 14-lane adult-sized 10-pin bowling alley, as well as a separate 4-lane bowling area for children. The ground floor will also feature a restaurant and an amusement arcade. Details released show the second floor will contain 2 cinemas, one of 120 seats and another of 172 seats, as well as an ice skating rink, terraces, bar cafeteria and disco. The total cost of the project is an estimated £11.5 million. A new promenade linking the Zocker Flank Bastion and Wellington Front will be created along the roof of the barrack block. The government will shortly be publishing tender notices inviting bids for the operation of the facilities at the complex, either individually, in total or in any combination. When this leisure centre is completed, together with the completion of the new Bayside Sports Centre, the government will have finalised its £22 million investment programme to transform and enhance sports and leisure facilities in Gibraltar for the benefit of youth, children and all citizens. The government's next phase in this programme is the provision of new children's playgrounds and green areas in various parts of Gibraltar, and also the refurbishment and re-equipping of all existing playgrounds. As far as the King's Bastion Leisure Centre is concerned, for now we will have to wait until next September, the expected date of completion.
Attendance at Casement Square was not a disappointment, and it was full to capacity. But politics are not everyone's cup of tea, and the youth decided to pass up the political speeches and cool down during what had been a red and white scorcher of a day.
Everyone, men, women, children, even animals have turned out dressed in the Gibraltar colours of red and white. It's a very, very warm day, and after a lot of the festivities, people have come into the town to get some food and drink. Let's go and talk to some of them. Hello there.
Oh, please.
Are you going to have something from the special National Day menu?
Yes, we probably will do. We've come straight down here to actually
Special place.
take advantage of the special prices and
the excellent food.
This is really great.
What did you think of the political rally?
I always enjoy National Day. I think the political speeches are too long. They should cut them down and let the people enjoy themselves.
Okay, we'll move on from here now and let's see what other people are doing in town.
That's been a really good laugh. The usual stuff, I think it's really good that everyone's come out dressed in red and white. I thought the firework display was very good. Some of the speeches were very good as well.
Okay. It's a great day. It's a great day. The only thing is it's a bit too hot as usual. But I think it's a lot of fun, and later on tonight will be even better when all the bands play. I'm looking forward to it.
So you're going to the concert this evening?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I think it's a wonderful occasion, and we're all having a lovely time.
What did you think of the political rally down at Casemate earlier on?
Well, I wasn't there were too many people, it was too hot, but I saw a little bit on television, and I like to see it tonight. But I thought that the representation, what I heard, was very good, very encouraging.